Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, I am in a state of rage today. I'm a little angry. You could call me even, I would say, a little pissed off. I usually like to come to you guys with some topic that's either goofy, silly, or, dare I say, funny, and try to approach it in either a non-biased way, or at the bare minimum, take the pacifist route, call me Sans from Undertale. That didn't work there. I just chose a popular character from the game, and that, you know what? We're going to keep moving, though. I usually like to come to you guys and tell you about funny stuff, but I had a thing that I stumbled across that made me mad. It brought out the inner gamer rage from me. Back when I was a 15-year-old, I used to play Call of Duty and Halo, and if I ever found myself losing a game of multiplayer or getting stuck in a point in a campaign mission, I'd just smash my controller, or in some cases, maybe leave a hole in my wall that's roughly the shape and size of my right foot that is in my bedroom to this day. But that's merely hypothetical. That's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is a situation that went down in Tetris. Yeah, you were expecting something insane, but it's happening in Tetris. If you couldn't tell, I have my screen back there playing Tetris, but for some reason my webcam is struggling to pick up a light gray background. Instead, it's showing what I assume is its interpretation of the real incarnation of God. That's what I see back there when I'm looking at the webcam, but regardless, this is about Tetris. More specifically, a news anchor who heavily disrespected a 13-year-old Tetris player who pulled off a actual, world record event. This is a never-to-be-done thing before by the YouTuber Blue Scooty, a 13-year-old Tetris competitive player who is one of the first people, or the first person in history, to beat Tetris. I know. You might be sitting in your seat kind of confused because no one's beat it before. And to that, my dear viewer, I say, yeah, no, because there isn't a beating. There is no thing where you can get to a point in Tetris where you beat enough levels where, confetti falls down the screen. It says you win, like you're playing Candy Crush or something. This is something where he played Tetris for so long that it broke the game's code and gave him a, what's it called? So doing a little digging, it's called a kill screen. And so if you know what that means, essentially, a lot of these games from older times, the elven days, some of them didn't have endings. They were just endless games that you'd play for as many rounds as you could until eventually you died or the game broke. And in this case, he broke Tetris. And allow me to first show you the clip of him actually doing it because it's such an emotional moment and he manages to pull this off. And you can kind of tell that he's knows he's close. Just give this a quick watch.
Just please crash. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god!
And my god, he's wheezing because of that win, and I was getting a little bit of asthma just watching the blocks fall. That was insane. Those things were flying at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Mach 7 was just a joke to those blocks. But regardless, he beat a record. He found a kill screen and created essentially a historical event within the Tetris community, which is so cool. And I watched an interview of this kid being interviewed by a channel called Classic Tetris, who asked him a bunch of questions about this win, his thoughts on it, etc. And one of the big things I heard is why he got into this was because he actually had a world record initially. Blue Scooty held a record for Tetris, which was then taken by someone else. So when he went to try and take the record back again, he ended up finding the kill screen, creating this whole event. And I think that's so cool because people asked him in the interview, hey, are you going to go back for it again? If they have your record taken again, they try and get the kill screen faster, are you going to go back and try it again? And he said, yeah. He doesn't care what happens. He's going to keep running at it. I think that's so awesome and so wholesome, and I love everything about it because people doing, passions like this and being this good at it is inspirational to me. However, I know some people who don't feel the same way. More specifically, the news anchor, the lady who actually brought this to my attention in the first place. So I guess she can do her job right to a certain extent because she gave me the news, but let me do it a little bit better by showing you this woman, the clip, the snippet of her reacting to it, and then listening to her nice little snarky comment she gives at the very end.
Now, Tetris has long been touted as a video game that just can't be beaten because it just goes on and on.
Oh my god! Oh.
Well, 13-year-old American Willis Gibson has technically proven that wrong. He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze. That left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks. As a mother, I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal.
Are you kidding me? This is the part that made me mad. What? Not a life goal! He just started a historical event, and you are a news anchor on Sky News, a news site I've never heard of before. So, the community got justifiably a little mad at that comment. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world. I don't really have a reason to be genuinely, like, steam coming out of my ears and, like, my face turning red like a tomato, but I kind of feel it, because this woman, I feel like it's a combination of either insecurity as well as a little bit of arrogancy. Arrogancy? Is that a word? Pretend that's a word. She's arrogant, because I can only assume she's running off the pretense that, like, gaming isn't a real hobby, it isn't a real sport, which I think is so crazy to me, because regardless of the fact that you can think it's not or is a sport all you want, this kid not only took a hobby that he enjoys and did something crazy with it, but pulled a record that not even any other human that's played this game before has done. You need an AI to do anything that crazy, and yet she's like, well, he better walk outside to take a sniff of the grass blades. I'm going to hit you with a large blunt object in Minecraft. But anyways, it made me mad. But you know what's even crazier is the hypocrisy coming from this woman, because people started to look at her Twitter account, because her name is Jane Secker Sky. I'm not going to dox her and, like, give you every bit of information about her, but her name on Twitter is quite literally her name. It's like when my mom made my Minecraft account at first. She actually set my first Minecraft username to my full name, because she didn't know how usernames work. So, regardless, she has her name like this, and we go to her account, and everything she tweets about is darts! And how amazing! It was the darts final that will never be forgotten. Lady, you do realize that darts are an indoor sport as well, and you're not telling them to go outside and touch grass? Dude, darts, she is actually hyping... Hold up, he just started talking over me. They're hyping up darts so much, and yet, like, if you look at the actual dart board, like, they actually need to put a bunch of decorations on it. Hello, can we actually look at the board, please? Oh, Elon's site. I forgot that Elon's site doesn't know how to play videos. Okay, wait, give me a moment. I need to fix this. Okay, I was rewatching the video to try and find the one frame. I wanted to show you where they take the dartboard and put, like, these crazy decorations to make it span a whole wall. And I was going to make a joke about Omni-Man being like, look what they have to do to replicate a fraction of our power. But that joke is far gone now, because I found something even funnier. I was playing the video, and they were, like, interviewing him while playing the win. And it sounds like only one dude was cheering. Just give this a quick listen.
Much sleep last night?
Yeah,
Did you hear that? Like, in between her talking, you hear like a, yay! Let me play it again. Give it another listen if Elon's site doesn't break.
yeah, it's going to take a long time.
Did you get much sleep last night?
Like, what's happening there? Is that one guy cheering on that one sport you play in your drunk friend's basement? What's happening? However, I have zero intentions of downplaying the, like, love of a sport. If you like darts, that's cool. That's awesome. I just mainly think it's quite ironic that she's trashing on one sport that's indoors and telling them to go outside when the sport that she's a big fan of does the exact same thing. I considered it hypocritical and wanted to shoot at it. I don't hate these players for pulling off dart. If you win anything, championship or not, you're doing something awesome. You're going through a passion that you enjoy. So for that, big ups. Gonna get a round of applause for that. I love to hear it. But for now, I'm probably gonna be hopping out of here because I don't want to talk too long about this. I just was angry about it and thought it was interesting. Alongside, I wanted to give Blue Scooty a little bit more publicity because he deserves it. He pulled off an insane historical event for Tetris and all Tetris kind. So thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna give you guys the song of the day before I wrap things up, which today, I'm gonna tell you guys just listen to the Tetris theme. I was listening to it while making this video because I had to while it was playing on that TV in the background, and it was kind of nostalgic. So if you've heard it before or if you haven't heard it, just go give it a listen. It's a goddamn banger. It doesn't have any words, but my God, is it good. Thank you guys for being here, though. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you haven't, and stick around for more. You can join the Discord. You can follow me on Twitter. I do a bunch of stuff everywhere, but for now, I'm going to be getting off here. Thank you guys, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and put some respect on my boy Blue Scooty's name.